Hello and welcome. This is election season, and in just a little over a month's time, we'll get to know who India has elected as their next government. But before that, there is another election, or should I say a selection of the Indian team for the T20 World Cup. So in today's special edition, what we're going to do is our version of the exit poll. Exit poll not based on people that are actually selecting, but the experts. Now remember, before the Indian team is announced in a few days' time from now, every expert has been picking what they feel should be the ideal squad for the Indian team going to the T20 World Cup. So what we're going to do today, we've collated all the data of all the top cricketers and the 15 that they've picked, and then eventually come with a 15 that is most likely to be picked based on all the experts. So before we dive into the real data, let me quickly give you the macro look at the data that we will be looking, and how is it that we've zeroed in on our poll of poll. So our poll of poll includes 15 experts. Now, who are these experts? These are experts that have played at the highest level, that have represented India in cricket at the international stage. So they have picked their 15 total players, and this is very interesting. Even though only 15 players can go for the T20 World Cup, total players picked, even if it's been picked once by an expert, we counted in a total number of players picked. So 26 players are in the fray if you were to go by the selection made by these experts. But slots, as I mentioned, available for the selectors when they sit down to pick the team are only 15. Deadline day is 1st of May. It is possible that the squad is announced before that, but most likely the Indian team would be announced on the 1st of May when the captain in Rohit Sharma and the chairman of selectors AajTak alongside all the other selectors sit down to pick that all-important Indian team. Okay, let's take a look at all the experts that we've got, and as I mentioned, there are some illustrious names that have played for India, played for Australia, all international cricketers. The likes of Aaron Finch is there, played a lot of IPL, has captained Australia. Ambati Rayudu has played for India, as well as in the IPL. Akash Chopra, another Indian player, now a well-known cricket analyst. Harbhajan Singh, a World Cup winner, has played for India too. Irfan Pathan, Jhulan Goswami, Krish Shrikant, Lakshmipati Balaji. A lot of World Cup winners you can see in that, in Irfan Pathan, Krish Shrikant, and of course Jhulan Goswami, an absolute legend of cricket when it comes to the women's game. Okay, you've got Mohammad Kaif, another person who's played for India, is an IPL winner too. Mithali Raj, former captain of the Indian women's team. Sanjay Manjrekar, who excelled in the test format for India, played a lot of white ball cricket. S. Sreesanth, another World Cup winner. Tom Moody is a World Cup winner with Australia, as well as coached a lot in the IPL, so understands the T20 game. Another Indian opener in Wasim Jaffer, and a legend in Zahir Khan. So that is a power-packed list of experts that have sat down to pick the 15 that most likely could be representing India at the T20 World Cup. Now we'll break down the data for you and eventually tell you the most likely team. First thing that we're going to look at are a few names that with them invited a bit of a controversy very recently. These are big names, but there were question marks over whether they should be part of the T20 setup, considering that the game has moved forward a bit. Now you need a lot of aggressive cricket to be played. So you'd be surprised, the names of Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, and even a Hardik Pandya, who was captaining the Indian T20 team a short while ago, was up for debate. But guess what? The experts have been unanimous in their selection. So almost all of the experts, 100%, have gone with Rohit Sharma. That also could be down to the fact that the BCCI has already announced that Rohit is going to be captain for that T20 World Cup. So he's there, making it to every expert's list. Virat Kohli, if anyone had any doubt, the experts clearly don't seem to have any doubt. 93.3% is the rate at which Virat Kohli has been picked by these experts, and then comes Hardik Pandya next up at 86.6%. What this data tells you, that while some fans or maybe other experts may have questioned the spot of these players in the T20 setup, but overwhelmingly everybody wants them to be part of the T20 World Cup team. So this now may just give you an idea of what the 15 is going to be looking like. But tell you what, there's a Rohit Sharma here with 100%. There are going to be a few more players that have got 100% backing from all the experts. And that means that they are in red hot form. That means that, Every expert that has been watching T20 cricket internationally or at the IPL believes that those players should be part of the Indian team. We are talking about the most picked players in the list of the experts. And who are those most picked players? That is Rohit Sharma. You already got a sneak peek into that. 100% success rate at that. Suryakumar Yadav is the next one, arguably the best T20 batter that India has. And many would say probably the best T20 batter in the world right now. May not be in great form, but has been outstanding in this format for the last few years. Ravindra Jadeja, another utility player, everyone, and because he's an all-rounder, every expert has gone with a Ravindra Jadeja. This, at number 4, a resurgent Kuldeep Yadav. And this is very interesting. Remember, till a short while ago, he wasn't part of the Indian T20 setup, did not play the last 2 T20 World Cup. But such has been Kuldeep Yadav's form that every expert, all the 15 experts that we are looking at have gone with a Kuldeep Yadav. Not a single one has eliminated him. And so comes to the number 5 name on the list. No surprises here. I think the first name that anyone will put in an Indian T20 team is bowler par excellence in Jasprit Bumrah. So these are 5 players that we're looking at that have a 100% success rate in terms of what the experts are picking. So every expert that we mentioned, 15 of those, have picked all these 5 players. So this now kind of tells you that when we eventually show you the most likely 15, these 5 are definitely going to be featuring in that. But let's take a look at a few surprise selections as well. Something that, a lot of people were not bullish about, or some that they thought will 100% make it, but haven't got too many votes. First on that list is Shubman Gill, only 13.33% selection rate in terms of the 15 experts that we've got. And that is very surprising considering last IPL he was the highest run getter. He's now captaining the Gujarat Titan and IPL team. Has been in good form in Test cricket, but because of the competition, not too many have opted for him. This might come as a surprise to a lot. Another surprise in Jitesh Sharma, I say it because he was the incumbent wicketkeeper batter for India before the IPL began. He was playing as the number 1 wicketkeeper batter in the T20 format, but his IPL form hasn't been great. So none of those 15 experts have gone with Jitesh Sharma. Ditto for Ravi Bishnoi. He was the lone leg spinner that India had been playing the last few months in T20 cricket. But now, because of his not so great form in the IPL, no one has picked him as well. Ruturaj Gaikwad, the another one, could be surprising. He was in and out of the Indian team, but now he's captaining CSK, has been in good form. Many thought maybe as a backup opener, some experts might look at him, but nobody has gone for him. No takers for Ruturaj Gaikwad. So these are a few surprising selections that have happened. Now, let's take a look at some surprising inclusions as well. Certain players that nobody gave any chance before the IPL began, but some expert or the other, not overwhelmingly in favor of these players, but some expert or the other have at least pick one of these players once. So Riyan Parag features at least once. He's got 1 vote. Remember, Riyan Parag is having an outstanding season for Rajasthan Royal, a youngster, middle order batter. Not too many had given him a chance, but at least gets 1 vote. You look at someone like a Sandeep Sharma, another veteran fast bowler, totally out of contention with the Indian team, but having a good IPL, so somebody has gone with him as well. Mayank Yadav, the new pace bowling sensation, is injured right now, but showed what he can do in the initial part of the IPL. He's got 1 vote too. Harshit Rana, another pacer, gets 1 vote. T. Natarajan, a veteran bowler. He's played for India in the Test format as well, but was totally out of favor, but now has gotten 1 vote too. Deepak Chahar, in and out of the Indian team because of injury, but had fallen behind in the pecking order with other bowlers really coming in, has got 1 vote. Dinesh Karthik, who would have thought his name would come here after the 2 T20 World Cups that you had taken him but didn't give him too many chances, was almost on the verge of retiring but is having a good IPL. So there is an expert that's gone for him as well. But now to the 15. The 15 that, based on the selections made by the 15 former cricketers, is most likely going to be picked. And this is our poll of the polls. We've broken it down into openers, middle order, spinners, all-rounders and pacers. Let's start with the openers. Only 2 openers most likely. Many would have thought maybe 3 in the 15-member squad as a backup, but that's not what is emerging from the selection made by the 15 experts. So Rohit Sharma, Yashasvi Jaiswal are going to be our openers, and the interesting bit to look here is that only 2 openers per se. Now the middle order. Middle order will comprise of a Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav, Rinku Singh makes it. There was some sort of a debate because hadn't been giving too many opportunities in the IPL, but now he's got the backing of majority of the experts at 86% that he's got. So he's in there, and so is Shivam Dube, another star in the making. He's had 3 outstanding seasons in the IPL, has done well for India in the T20 format in the limited opportunities that he's got. Many thought may miss out because of the packed middle order that India has, but look at this. Majority of the experts believe that in the form that Shivam Dube is at the moment, it would be unwise for the Indian team not to include him in the 15. So that's very interesting. That's how the middle order is looking like, the most likely team at the moment. Then the wicketkeeper batter slot. This is one of the hottest debate in Indian cricket at the moment, because in last count we had about 7 to 8 contenders for this spot. But guess what? Who's come out on top? Rishabh Pant with 93%, and what a story Rishabh Pant is showing us from that life-threatening accident that he had, has made a comeback in this IPL, has been in great form. So majority of the experts, 93.3%, believe he should be there. Sanju Samson comes in at the 2nd spot. Hasn't been very lucky with India's selection, but if the experts are anything to go by, he should be that 2nd wicketkeeper batter that India should look at. We're looking at the all-rounders, and the all-rounders consist of only 2. One a fast-bowling all-rounder in Hardik Pandya. Despite his mixed bag of a form in the IPL, Ravindra Jadeja, there was never going to be any doubt in his selection, because brings you that spin option as well as an all-rounder. The spinning quota was going to be interesting. Kuldeep Yadav had already told you, all experts, 15 out of 15 have gone with him. The 2nd slot would have been very interesting. Who could be that 2nd spinner or the 3rd spinner that the experts go with? And Yuzi Chahal emerges as the 2nd spinner after having series of outstanding IPLs. Hopefully he'd come into the team. Only 3 fast bowlers, and that has Jasprit Bumrah. No surprises there. Everyone expected that Bumrah will certainly be there. Mohammad Siraj, despite not showing some great form in the IPL, because previous to that he had been consistently playing for the Indian team in all formats, experts believe he should be there. Arshdeep Singh also gets a thumbs up from the expert, despite, once again, he's another bowler who's been blowing hot and cold in the IPL, but they've gone with him. So this, ladies and gentlemen, based on the poll of polls, our T20 edition, based on all the 15 experts, is going to be the most likely 15 that the Indian selectors could pick come the 1st of May, the day that the Indian team would be announced. Do let us know what you think of what the 15 should look like. There could still be a few surprises, but because we've taken into account the opinion of players that have played at the highest level, it does seem like this is the shape that the Indian 15 would be taking.